Oh Lord, I'm a sinner, I'm stuck in my ways, I'm a killer. I'm in a cut up for back with me, shame why I say vanilla. Girl, the baby before dinner, friend no melina. Crab on it, I'm
Hey. I used to be a goat, then I tell myself to gorilla. Wake up with them man, then swirling blood, smoking vanilla. Designing your off-white, Louis Vuitton and Nasa fella. I a top house, with treating itself, 5-star villa. Simplicity apartment, breaking bad, Venezuela. No smoking signs, we're trying to soaking Godzilla. So for the band, feeling on Tim Hunjai, of Pamela. Nepa pass it that, may a savage, may a sinner. So I have to go on my knees, look at heaven and praise the Lord. Make up with 5 bad bitches, I'm in a free abroad. Yeah, you feel my say you break it bad, you break it law. Champagne, they just splash when we pour.
Oh Lord, I'm a sinner, I'm stuck in my ways, I'm a villa. I'm in a cut up for back with me, shame why I say vanilla. Girl, the baby before dinner, friend no melina. Crab on it, I'm Michelle, Kwame, make I find. Oh Lord, I'm a sinner, I'm stuck in my ways, I'm a villa. I'm in a cut up for back with me, shame why I say vanilla. Girl, the baby before dinner, friend no melina. Crab on it, I'm Michelle, Kwame, make I find.
I'm a sinner in a room. Robots got itchy fingers to keep it summer in the middle of the winter. Double bags filled with paper, treat that Louis V bag like a printer. Link my hitter, he'll get that done, then I might link Ammo or might link Linda. Yo. For this next girl, yeah, friend I close. Touch G hits for the peace of mind. Back in the X-Fest doing the most. Yo, got as both from Scotland. Had to put a Nina light in the post. That's that TT glove up low. For the things that I had to do by the coast. Now we coasting on the 4x4. We don't talk much cause cheap good talk. Windows tinted the Jeep and sports. Back in the day when something ain't said street, niggas tryna turn to a chopper and nose. Sons out, guns out, we in shorts. Turn. Free hand things is a free for
Oh
room.
Lord, I'm a sinner, I'm stuck in my ways, I'm a villa. I'm in a cut up for back with me, shame why I say vanilla. Girl, the baby before dinner, friend no melina. Crab on it, I'm Michelle, Kwame, make I find. Oh Lord, I'm a sinner, I'm stuck in my ways, I'm a villa. I'm in a cut up for back with me, shame why I say vanilla. Girl, the baby before dinner, friend no melina. Crab on it, I'm Michelle, Kwame, make I
evening. You're welcome to Kana Radio News Access live on Facebook. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel as Kana TV. I am Anyanya Bless Eriram and I'm here with my colleague
Deliverance Ashabi.
Let's take a look at the top stories.
The NDC National Women Organizer explains how will train vigilance for the 2024 general elections.
Kennedy Ejapon said he ran his mouth and fight for the NPP, but when he wants a contract, he begged like a kid.
Transport fares go up by 50% effective starting from Saturday, the 26th day of February 2022.
The Finance Minister, Ken Ofori-Atta, said e-levy is a chance for Ghanaians to show patriotism in nation building.
The National Identification Authority boss to appear before Parliament tomorrow. Now, into our stories. The National Women Organizer of the National Democratic Congress, NDC, Dr. Louisa Bisu, has served notice that she will lead the training of vigilance ahead of the next general elections in the year 2024. She said that the state has failed to provide security not to political opponents but to the entire citizenry, and it is time the interests of minority groups are protected. As a result, she says she will personally ensure the training of the political vigilance to provide security in the 2024 general elections. The former member of parliament for Tano South constituency warned that nobody should call us because it is about us. She served this notice in an interview on Onua Paimuka on Monday, February 21st. Speaking in local language, that is true, Dr. Louisa said the vigilance to be trained will serve as the bird's eye for the party to ensure that the ballots are being protected in the 2024 general elections. In 2019, Parliament passed the Vigilantism and Related Offences Act, that is the Act 999, to disband vigilant groups, including political vigilance and land guards. The Act prohibits any persons from forming, organizing or operating a vigilant group, but Dr. Busey recalled how some members of a party were maimed and some butchered by state-sponsored agencies in the name of providing security to the elections. She stressed that the government itself is a vigilant government.
Away from that story, outspoken Ghanaian politician Kennedy Ejapon has disclosed that although he is usually loud in public, he mellows and begs like a kid when he is pushing for a contract. Currently a member of parliament for the Asin Central constituency, the leading member of the New Patriotic Party is known for fighting for his party. Already known as one of Ghana's most successful businessmen, Kennedy Ejapon dreams of becoming more successful. Speaking to Asase Radio in an interview on Tuesday, February 22nd, 2022, the parliamentarian revealed that in private he calms down and goes to extent of begging when he has to. At the moment, the Asin Central NP notes that he is not harboring a dream to become president of Ghana. Instead, he says he is focused on becoming a great businessman. Tagged already as a business mogul, Kennedy Ejapon owns a number of businesses in the country that provides employment for a lot of Ghanaians.
Moving into another story where the transport fares go up by 15% effectively starting from Saturday, the 26th day of February 2022. Transport operators in the country have agreed to adjust fares by 15% beginning Saturday, February 26th, 2022. They concluded negotiations on the increment after a marathon meeting on Monday. The increment will affect shared taxis, the intra-city, popularly known as structural, and intercity transport. The drivers say the hike has been necessitated by the increase in the price of fuel and the economic hardship the country is facing, which has affected their works. Member of the communication team of the Ghana Private Road and Transport Unit, that is the GPRTU, Samuel Amwa, urged the public to cooperate with the drivers to implement the new charges successfully. After lengthy deliberations and discussions, the conclusion was that transport operators have been given 50% upward adjustment of the transport fares, and the agreement is that this increment is taking effect right from Saturday, February 23rd, 2022. We are urging all commuters to go strictly by this directive from the ministry and the transport operators. Currently, the approved transport fare is the one with the 15% increase because that's what we have agreed upon, he said. The transport unions have proposed a 30% upward adjustment, but after a meeting with stakeholders on Monday, they agreed to increase the fares by 15%.
Away from that story, Finance Minister Mr. Ken Ofori-Atta has said the proposed electronic transaction levy e-levy, which is currently before Parliament, offers patriotic Ghanaians an opportunity to contribute their quota to nation building. Addressing a town hall meeting in Wa on the controversial levy, Mr. Ken Ofori-Atta explained that the time has come for the Ghanaians to take their destinies into their hands. Hence, accepting the e-levy would tell the rest of the world the extent of their commitment in building the society. Since its proposal as one of the major economic policy statements in the 2022 budget, it has received serious criticisms from a cross-section of the Ghanaian public, with some calling for it to be scrapped. However, the Finance Ministry maintains that the e-levy has the potential to address Ghana's economic needs. Monday's public forum in Wa, the Upper West Regional Capital, is to sensitize the residents and to solicit their support in implementing the levy. The Information Minister, Kojo Opon Nkrumah also called on residents of the Upper West region to support the passage of the e-levy into law to rake in the needed revenue for the swift economic transformation.
Moving into another story where the NIA boss has been summoned before Parliament. The Parliament has summoned the Chief Executive Officer, that is the CEO of the National Identification Authority, Professor Ken Atafwa, to appear before it. The NIA boss will be expected to touch on the ongoing card registration. The registration exercise for the Ghana card has been characterized by long queues. This follows the approval of the Ghana card as the only identification for the ongoing SIM card re-registration, which ends in March 2022. Up next is entertainment news.
Corner Radio. Don't touch that dial. Keep it locked right here. Corner Radio. Corner Radio. Don't touch that dial. Keep it locked right here. Corner Radio. Corner Radio.
Welcome to the entertainment segment. Our headlines. High Life will still stand tall. Akwaaba tells Ghanaians. Black Sherry's second sermon gets featured at NBA All-Star Playoff. The court's last word to Medical after sentencing him. The story in detail. Ghanaian artist Glaston Kwabena Akwaaba Jr., well known by stage name Akwaaba Jr., has said Ghana has the potential to promote Ghana music globally. Speaking in an interview on the Prime Morning Show on Joy Prime, Akwaaba intimated that regardless the increase of new music from other countries, High Life will preserve. He said, "The truth is that High Life is for us, so no matter the music that comes, High Life will still stand tall. It's just a matter of time for us, Ghanaians, to really embrace the fact that High Life is ours," he said. Moving away from that story, the 2022 NBA All-Star Playoff weekend saw another Ghanaian musician songs play at the big event. In the video that surfaced online, Black Sherif's second sermon remix featuring Burna Boy was being played at Rocket Montage Fieldhouse Arena in Cleveland on Sunday. At the time, the players were on the court practicing their shots ahead of the big game. Many fans who saw the video were touched by the letter from Black Sherif's late sister Mariama, which had laid in his hand. Moving into our last story, an Accra High Court presided by Honorable Anna Emmanuel Esando after its final judgment to make Medical on February 21st, 2022, issued some advice to him. Medical pleaded guilty to the unlawful public display of arms and was sentenced to 300 penalties units, which amounts of 306,000, or in doubt, served 9 months in prison. According to cityfmonline.com report, a deeply remorseful Medical told the court after sentencing him that he regrets the incident. "I'm deeply sorry and I regret the action. I am not a harmful person. My job is to entertain," he said, but the judge in return told Medical, "Go in peace and I quote to your daughter."
And this brought us to the end of the news at 6, a recap of our news headlines.
The Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta said, e-levy is a chance for Ghanaians to show patriotism in nation building.
The NDC National Women Organizer explains our joint vigilance for the 2024 general elections. You can follow us on Facebook as Kana Radio and subscribe to our YouTube channel as Kana TV. I am Deliverance Ashebi and I was here with my colleagues
Ahianyo Bless Aram and
Ino Sarahina too.
Stay tuned to Kana Radio.